What's up guys, how's it going? So here we have a little 107. I've pulled myself away from TikTok and I'm still going to be doing that, but I thought I'd do some more extended episodes on how this little thing's come together. This thing was going to go for scrap, but I just couldn't get rid of it. I've always wanted to put an engine in the back of a car known as a mid-engine conversion, so I thought, fuck it, let's do it. Right, this is the standard engine up front, 68 horsepower, 3-cylinder, nice little engine, but she's got to come out. Back seats here, this is where the donor engine's going to go, where my hand is, so we're going to rip all that out, I'm going to cut a big hole in it. This is just a time lapse of me taking the engine out. I thought it might be interesting for someone. Rather than doing a crane with this and pulling it out the top, I'm lowering it down the bottom because I haven't got a crane. So it's basically stripping the bumper off, bumper bar, headlights. It's quite a good job, quite a simple job actually. It's not the safest lowering it down on a jack, but it's not too bad because the engine's quite light. While we're here, I'm going to talk about the donor engine. It's going to come out of an Audi TT and it's a 1.8 turbo 20 valve lump, which are found in loads of VWs, Audis, Skodas. And the reason I've chose that because it's pretty cheap, and also there's loads of parts available for them. The tuning seems massive and it's just a good all-round motor as well. There's a massive emphasis with this project to keep it cheap. I know there's a lot of guys and girls out there that have got a pretty tight budget, and just like me, you know, I haven't got much to spend, but if we're willing to do a bit of fabrication and we've got some spare time, then there's no reason why you can't, you know, make something custom or unique. Anyway, back to the job in hand. See, at the moment I've got the grinder out with the slitting disc on it, and we're just cutting out a spare wheel well. So we're not cutting any structure out really, we're just cutting sort of a big sheet of metal out, and then we're going to put the engine in, and then we're going to basically see what it looks like once it's there and what we need to do. So the way I'm doing it is I'm just going to put the engine in and then fabricate some mounts and stuff to get it onto the car. The proper way to do this is literally to cut the back of the car off and then build a space frame and put all the suspension, gearbox, engine mounts, everything where you want them. But I haven't got that kind of money, I haven't got the equipment to do it, so I just thought, hell with it, let's just see what happens. We can make it strong. I know it's probably not going to be as light or as good as the space frame one, but if we're having a bit of fun and we can make something pretty special, then hell, why not? Okie dokie, so we're nearly complete now. We're just cutting the last bit off. I should have cut this bit higher, to be honest with you. I think the best thing would have been to take the entire panel out the back, but for some reason I just got a bit happy with the grinder, and I was just thinking about a hole at this point, not actually what I was doing. Okay, so with that out of the way, we've got a hole. Now I can get the engine in place and start marking up. Now, for some reason, I didn't actually film me putting the engine in place and marking it up. what I did is I just made like a frame out of wood and then put the engine on that and used 2 jacks to get it roughly in place, kind of level, and then I am basically extending the chassis upwards, as you can see with these plates, so they meet the original engine mounts. So it's just a bit of sheet steel that I've bent, and I'm just going to tack it in place, same with the other side, you'll see in a minute. And then we're going to rest the engine on there, get it at the right level, and then obviously we'll come back and we'll strengthen all this up. For those of you that have had one of these cars, you'll know they're just, the amount of rust on them is incredible. They just, the underneath is just everywhere. The actual chassis rails on the back aren't bad, but by the fuel tank and where the axle, the original axle is, and the inner sills, they're absolutely wrecked. You always forget how much bloody seal is on these cars as well, which is annoying when you're trying to weld, because if you don't get rid of it, it sets on fire and also kind of poisons your lungs at the same time. So you've got to get it out of the way, and the paint really. So this is the other engine mount of what I was talking about earlier. We're going to tack this up now, and then next job, get the engine in and get it roughly about right. So now you can see that's the original VW Audi gearbox mount, and on that side the engine mount, and they're just going to rest on those plates that I've made, and then at the moment my engine's more or less it's in the right place. There will be fettling. So with the engine in place, now I've got the subframe on my jack, and we're just trying to eye everything up now. I've already put the lower gearbox mount on, so I've got the right distance between the subframe and the engine. It's just a case of leveling it all out and making sure it looks alright. Those rear bits you can see sticking out, they're going to get cut off in a moment because we don't need these. Basically what we're doing is utilising the subframe off the Audi, and that's going to hold our wishbones and everything in, so we don't have to worry about any of that geometry. We use the original drive shafts, and all we've got to worry about is mounting the top of the suspension. So now you can see, when I get it the right way around, that we've cut the back off the subframe. I'm just getting the bumper in place because I was worried that it wasn't going to clear, but once I do and I get it all levelled up, it's all fine. So the subframe's got 4 holes that mount it to the original car, 2 of which we've just chopped off. So the front holes, I'm making a bracket that's going off the original chassis off the Peugeot, and I'm going to drill a hole in that box section that you can see there. So this bracket that I'm going to make is like sheet steel, which sits either side of the box section, and then I'm going to drill a hole in the box section and attach the front subframe to that. Again, we're just tacking some plate steel together at the moment. It's all going to be boxed up and strengthened, and this is just to get everything right. I didn't want to put it all together and it be a bit off, because it's quite easy to misalign these things. So everything's sort of loosely in place at the beginning, just so we can lower it down on the wheels, take some measurements, make sure the engine's level, make sure the subframe's level, and then we can go back and strengthen it all. As you've just seen, both brackets are done now that connect the chassis to the front of the subframe. Next up, we've got to figure out a way of connecting the rear subframe to the rear of the car. So here you can see me grinding out some square shapes in the back of the subframe. These are going to be for more box section to make uprights that are going to go onto a cross member, and that's how we're going to fix it to the back of the car. You'll see me get the spirit level out quite a lot. We use the spirit level because at the very start I made sure the car's level on both axes. So once the car's level, we can use the spirit level on other things like subframes, engines, etc. to make sure they're level and using the car as a reference. You can see the cross member here that's going from one towing eye point to the other. I've chosen these points because of their high strength. With the subframe back on the floor now, we're just going to weld some tabs so it's going to locate into the cross member. So now with the subframe in place, we've got it located on the cross member, we've drilled a hole through the two of them, and I'm going to connect it all together with a shouldered bolt and a 9-lock nut. Next up, we're going to add a bit of strengthening. Now obviously the car wasn't designed to have an engine sitting in the back of it, so we're going to weld some box section from the front of the subframe to the original rear axle mount, utilising the car's original strength point to stiffen up the back end. Then hopefully the car won't snap in half going down the road. So as I said before, we've taken the engine mount and we've beefed it up now, just modified it a bit. I've put some box section in the middle and then we're going to plate it on top. Okay, this is the steel patchwork that I've welded on due to some serious corrosion. Like I said earlier in the video, they all suffer from corrosion in these points. I've had to do both sides, so it don't look pretty, but it does the job. You can see the plate that I've welded in at the bottom there. That's for the extensions off the subframe. So I've used the original strength points from the rear axle. So all that bare metal is now getting a lick of paint with the old etch primer. Next time on the channel, we're going to get the suspension tops fixed in place. We're going to get the wishbones in and secure, and we're going to see how we can get the gear linkage sorted. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.